We have already seen how public sector can be classified. In this session, we will be seeing about the first type of classification, that is departmental undertaking. So we now start with the new session, departmental undertaking. Now what is departmental undertaking? Departmental undertaking is nothing, it is that part of public sector where business organization is formed as a department of ministry or an extension of a ministry, and it is considered as one of the oldest and most traditional form of organizing public sector, oldest form of bringing in public sector or coming of public sector into business. Now it is established as department of ministry. It will be a part of ministry, or it will be a section which is connected with ministry. It is an extension of ministry. Say PWD or All India Radio, that is extension of communication ministry. So it can be a part of ministry. It is working directly under a ministry, or it is a part of ministry. And another thing is that it is not autonomous. It is not given that much of independence. It has to work under that ministry. It has to work under the supervision of that minister. Again, it can be under state government or central government. This department undertaking is formed under state government or central government, because All India Radio is something which is directly under central government, whereas PWD, when we are considering, PWD can be under state government also. Public Works Department, Indian Railway, All India Radio, Postal Department, all these are under central government. These are some of the examples of departmental undertakings. So departmental undertaking is nothing, it is established as departments under a ministry. It is a part of a ministry. It is an extension of a ministry, formed as a separate department under that. So that is why it is called departmental undertaking. Now looking at the features, first feature is that the funding of department undertaking comes from treasury. That means government is funding it, government is directly funding it. As money comes from treasury, the revenue go back to treasury. The revenue also go back to government. So funding is coming from government, the revenue is going back to government. Accounting and audit control applicable to other government activities, because it is a government department. Accounting and auditing will be followed as the same in other government activities. Another thing is that employees are directly under government. That means employees are government employees and they are headed by an IAS officer. Indian Administrative Service Officer will be heading that. Subject to direct control of ministry. As it is a part of ministry, as it is an extension of ministry, the total control of the department undertaking will be in the hands of ministry, accountable to the ministry. It is accountable, it is answerable to the ministry and to the minister. So these are some of the features of department undertaking. Now coming on to merits. Merits, first merit is because of the reason that it is a department under a ministry. Effective control of operation by parliament. That means parliament through minister has direct control over the activities of a department undertaking. It is directly looking into that aspect. High degree of public accountability. High degree of public accountability. That means public can easily get to know what is happening, because everything happens through ministry, and it is accountable. It is to be explained in the parliament. So public has accountability to public. Public has a clear picture about what is happening. Source of income for government, because the revenue go back to government treasury. Best suitable where national security is concerned, because the reason is that it is under direct control of government. It is answerable to parliament. As a result of that, something which is concerned with the country's security This is the best option. Now, some of the demerits, limitations, fail to provide flexibility. Once things are set, or once a ministry decides or minister decides this is the way to operate or this is the way to do things, they have to compulsory follow that. No flexibility, no freedom is given. They cannot go for any changes to be made. Lack of autonomy, freedom is not there. As a result of that, the decisions to be taken immediately will be taken at a longer time. It goes for procedural delays. Decisions to be taken then and there will be delayed because there is no freedom for persons who are handling it. Unable to take advantage of business opportunity because most of the persons who are into politics are overcautious. They find out some fault or other for everything. So many a times bureaucrats, when they are overcautious, many of the opportunities cannot be utilized properly. Decisions to be taken, when changes to be made, many a times it is not possible. Red tapeism. Red tapeism means a compulsory, they have to compulsorily follow the proper path. If it is not through proper path, uh, the things, decision making will be delayed, activities will be delayed. Red tapeism means procedures have to be compulsorily followed. As a result of that, there can be troubles and a lot of political interference because it is handled by government. Government is formed by political parties. Unwanted political interference can be there in departmental undertaking. And last one is insensitive to consumer needs. As it is of government, many a times they don't go for a detailed analysis of what is required for the consumer. They just do the things, and result is that many a times they are not the things what the consumer wants. Many times insensitive to consumers requirements, and many a times done only according to interest of certain parties. Many times they are insensitive. They are not having any idea regarding what consumer wants. So these are the meaning, features, limitations and merits of department undertaking.